thing. I did my positioning here. One of the questions here, we're gonna bend the elbow down in a different type of open guard. This one specifically, I want both arms stiff, both arms straight. The thing is, no pressure on this one. See what I got here, okay? Very normal reaction. As he feel, I'm twisting his hip. As he feel his guard is start to get opening, he gonna come with the knee shield, correct? So let's just start to understand how to apply pressure press from here. First thing I have to understand is that we can say we have three distances to start to pass the guard: short, middle, and long. The pressure pass is going to start with short distance, so I will have to come with my knees on the ground. So as soon as I got here, if I start to put pressure from here, there is a big chance that Bruno going to pull me back to his guard. Correct? So as soon as I open, I'm going to go knees on the ground. Step number one, knees on the ground to start the pressure pass. Step number two, and that's the only thing we're going to worry about. I have to get this leg here between my legs. If I start to put, I went me on the ground, I start to put pressure here, again, he's going to push me, put me back on the guard, attack my arm, attack my neck, maybe attack my back. So number one thing is to deal with this
make grips.
Foot here. You can make grips. Okay. So as soon as I got here, and now I have knees on the ground. From here, we're gonna start the pressure pass. Everybody good with that? So we already saw two principles. Number one, knees to the ground, short distance to apply pressure. Number two, bring his leg between my legs. The next step now is to make grips. So this and this, grip here, doesn't matter much. The thing is, I wanted to put grips on him. Why? Because as soon as I start to put pressure, he's gonna probably push me away. If I have no grips, he's gonna be able to create a lot of distance. When I add grips, go ahead and push, he's gonna push me to the length of my arms. So that's the limit. I will be able to keep applying pressure for him. Cool. Next idea, it's to make my opponent uncomfortable. How I can get him uncomfortable in this situation? I'm gonna start to overload his frames. I'm gonna start to change the angle of the frames of my pressure to a point where his frame is gonna collapse. So if I go here with Bruno and I start to do this, I like the thing. Look, he's not uncomfortable, correct?
Yeah.
We'll be fine. But if I set my grip, now I start to come up. Tenta lá empurrar. I start to guide his frames to a position where tenta defender, where he is in a weird spot. All I'm doing at this point is putting pressure, hip down, and monitoring the bottom leg. This hand here, we're gonna assume he's keeping this arm in, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab his belt here behind. My hand is monitoring this leg, so I can have a grip, I can have grip, but the main thing is make sure the bottom leg stays between my legs. Everybody good with that? Try to push me. Here, he's trying to push. I'm overloading the frame. Hip down. My goal is keep coming up till I can get my head close to his head. Tenta defender. My knee is live. And we go ahead straight to the mouth. Make sense? Let's go again. So we just open up the guard. Knee shield. Number one thing, come back to my knees. At this point, I'm already setting grips. I don't want to risk for a back take or the guy to sit up or something like this. So I won't put any pressure, not yet. I will go to my knees, fight to have that foot between my legs. Done, got that. Next step, grip. So here and here to start is very, very effective. Now, it's not forward. It's up and down. Hip is heavy. Not here. It's like an airplane landing. Airplanes land like this, right? If I go like this, no problem, right, Bruno?
Yeah.
You're gonna easily defend this. Now, when I do an airplane landing here, trying to defend lá, start to become hard for him. And then I can follow him. slide to the mouth. Any questions? This is more principles than the technique itself. We can add more to the technique, but we're gonna just work with these principles for now. So from the beginning here. You're here, open, you put the shield, retreat, both knees on the ground, fight for the foot, set my grips. Now, watch my head. Final detail. I'm gonna go 1 and 2. So 1, not much problem, right? Now becomes a problem. And then from here, we start a smash, hip down. See what I got to mouth. Questions? Let's try. Let's go. One after the bottom leg. The bottom leg will tell me if I can smash this leg without much effort. Okay? So let's say, Bruno, sometimes you go here, and a couple guys, as soon as you went here, they try to hook the leg here. Okay? So, no, just here. They try to hook, but the top leg stays. Look, the principle here is this. If this knee is not under this knee, it's kind of easy to shoulder pressure and smash. Now, when this knee is under here, it's almost impossible to put together. So my suggestion for you guys, keep monitoring the bottom leg. Every time this leg goes deeper and this leg stays, that's a good option. I have the grips here. That's a good option. So monitor this leg. You need the knee underneath this knee to give support for the hip. Look, one more time. Tenta segurar lá. Não, só faz isso aqui, ó. Here. I will collapse. Now, when this knee is under, no collapse. So monitor the leg. So you're here. You grab here, patient. Look, you connect the knee there. Time to start to smash. Any questions? Cool. Let's move forward. Let's understand more the top leg here now. So I did knee, foot between, set my grip. Now we're gonna have pretty much two situations. One situation where this leg gonna go out. One situation where this leg gonna end up collapsing in. Okay. I got here. I did my thing. Start to smash. That leg went out. So I'm gonna grab the belt. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna point my knee at the belt. And then go for a quarter guard. In here, we follow the quarter guard stuff. So I can underhook. If this elbow go above the knee, I'm gonna force my knee to the ground, making him look to the other direction, pull my foot free. Or if this elbow, he tried to grab my belt, for instance. As soon as he grabbed my belt, my knee cap is free. If I keep going there, he might sweep me. Might be a problem. So this elbow is down. I'm gonna go up and change to the other side. Now, from here, push, push, push with my head, step. Push, push, push with my head, step. And this getting here is gonna really good. So I'm gonna do that. Everybody good at this beginning. So what is happening now, as I do this, we land on this situation here. I'm not even care if this arm goes under. I got here, so we have this. Kneecap free, go there. Of course, when I do this, if I can fight for this hand, better. Elbow above the shoulder. Knee to the ground, making him look to the other side. Your head free.
Tá bom, Bruno?
Elbow below the shoulder. If I try to do this, you're gonna probably throw me there, especially on heavy divisions. So as soon as I feel this is strapped, come back to where we were before. Up. Tenta mexer lá. Release your knee. Because my hand is on this side, me away from him. Now comes the key. Look, don't rush to release your foot. Pull, step, push, step, push, and you're gonna help us letting go of your foot. Good? Any questions, guys?
Sir.
Yeah, I help you guys.